Hi, I'm Powell Fansler, and this is Jessica Turner from the women's softball team. And today we are going to talk to you guys about our experiences at the 2012 NCAA National Leadership Forum that we attended in Dallas, Texas.
Thanks, Powell. Yeah, we're very excited to speak with you guys about this life-changing experience at the NC2A National Forum.
We applied for this in August, I believe, early August, mid-August. And then we found out if we were able to go around late September, early October, and then we had to fulfill feedback forms that I had my coach as well as my brother fill it out, and it kind of addresses my leadership qualities that appears to them, and then I bring those to the forum, and then we discuss how they portrayed myself as a leader, and then discuss about like what my DISC assessment said. Does it match up? Kind of how I am projecting myself, and so it gives an external point of view exactly how we are leaders.
My thoughts were, I thought it was very good to get other people's feedback of the kind of leader that I was, because sometimes you perceive yourself as something that others think is different. So it was good to see that you have these other qualities that you weren't maybe so aware of. So it was good for recognition, your self-recognition for sure.
What I felt like I needed to do was kind of just keep my energy up and really be extroverted, because when I am with my close family members and my friends, like I'm an extrovert, and you would have no idea that I am a quiet individual when you first get to know me. And so that's basically, I went into the situation as pretending like I already knew everyone. And so like when I was introduced myself, I just had this energy about it myself that I had already known them. And so it kind of also helped the conversations keep along, and it helped me make new contacts and new friends.
There was definitely, they talked a lot about leaving a legacy. And that really hit home for me, because, when you go through hard times here, it's hard to see why you're actually here, and why you are going through these struggles every day. So if you are constantly trying to leave a legacy here, you don't have to worry about why I'm here, because you already embody that. So that definitely, for me, hit home, and that was probably the key point that I took home from this conference, for sure.
If I could add on to that just a little bit, one quote that I really stick to every day, and really I've asked many individuals this, or kind of it's a rhetorical statement, but it's, if you let anyone design your dream, they're going to design too small. And so it's the whole idea, if you're doing something for someone else, either to be like them or it doesn't matter what the reason is, if you're not doing it purely for yourself, then you've already restricted yourself to what you can do. Because if you're doing what you want to do your whole life, well, that's just never going to end, because you always want to do something. You never want to just be complacent and stay where you are. As a member of Bronco leadership, when I talked with my colleagues that are also in this program, I mentioned how it is extremely important to be authentic and always stay true to yourself, and really have an understanding of who you are, so that you understand who you are talking, like who is leading. Because if you don't have a full understanding with exactly who you are, then there are some barriers you need to break through in order to be completely comfortable with yourself, and then be comfortable with other people. And so one was being authentic, and then I let them know that sometimes leadership's a lonely process. Sometimes in practice or in games, you have to say something that's going to tick some people off. Like holding people accountable is a hard thing to do sometimes, but it's that aspect of being a leader where it's kind of your job to say that. And at the end of the day, you might walk out of the clubhouse or your locker room being kind of feeling pretty lonely, but the next day your teammates are going to realize exactly what you did. And so I really tried to portray that. But at the same time, being a leader is not being out in front of the herd and just kind of like running faster than everybody, but most of the time it's staying in the middle of the pack towards the back of the pack, and just kind of keeping everybody that, having an overall view of how exactly the team is doing.
Just going off of what Powell said, as a member of the SAC at school, leadership is about authenticity, and to do that, you have to create a personal brand, which is something that they talked about a lot at the NCAA forum. If you don't know yourself, you can't create your personal brand, and your actions have to go along with your words. So if you are doing something outside of your sport that doesn't correlate with your leadership, people are not going to perceive you in a positive light. So by creating your personal brand and being authentic to what your words are, you can become a better leader.